But first, this video was recorded when I was very unwell, so I'm sorry if my voice sounds pure rotten. Apologies, but I hope you enjoy. Just a quick note that these are spoiler free. The descriptions I'm going to give are on the back of the book. If you don't want to know anything about these books and you want to go in completely blind in this, unfortunately not the video for you, and I'm sorry. Yeah. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my August wrap up. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit disgusting. I've just got over having a cold and my voice doesn't come back yet. So I hope you enjoy. Let's go. So in August, I read 31 books. A few of them were short stories because I have up my hours in work, which means that I can read less longer books. So quite a few of the ratings were pretty low. Again, that's just my opinion. And if I didn't enjoy the book, I didn't enjoy the book. I'm not gonna, rate it high. So yeah, I'm sorry if you're one of these authors, but I can't lie, and I'm sorry because I know how hard it is to put hours into writing a book. So, anyway, let's get started. So, first off, I'll start off with my standalones. I read one standalone this month, and it was an arc, and it was King of Clubs by Donna Costello. I enjoyed this short story. It was spicy, it was well written, it was enjoyable. The characters were sweet, and I'm excited to read the next one in the series. However, it was only one. It's like no POV, no what's it called, like third person POV. It wasn't Joe, and that's really what I enjoy. Unfortunately, it's the reason why it was rated so low. It was also pretty short. I think it was like, I'll put the pages on the screen, but I think it's around 60. And I just want a little bit more. I understand it's a short story. I get that. And that's why I was rated 3 stars. And the first series I read was the Alliance series by S.J. Tilley. These are so good. They're mafia, they're dark. Yeah, I really enjoyed them. So the first book in the Alliance series is Nero, and I rate this 4.5 stars. It follows Nero and Peyton. I love the dynamic between the two of them. I really enjoyed it. It's a semi-dark mafia romance. He's a stalker. He's obsessed with Peyton, and he goes into her living room while she's sleeping, sits on the couch, wakes up, and they have a conversation, and she goes to bed like it's normal. Okay. He is also a billionaire and is very, very, very much touch her and you. So I really recommend it. I rated it a lot. And then King is the next book, and I rated this 4 stars. This book was really good, and it followed Dom and Savannah. This is a semi spoiler again. Savannah takes the guy she's going on a date with to her friend's house. When she arrives, it turns out that the guy that she's been dating is Dom's sister's husband. He is actually married to the woman that's in the house right now. So what happens? She leaves the guy, and goes to the guy's flat that night, or apartment, sorry, and finds him dead. And Dom standing over the body. And what does Dom do? He kidnaps her. They fall in love. Blah 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 blah. I enjoyed this book a lot. Again, it's kind of unhinged. I rated that 4 stars, and then Dom again I rated 4 stars. This book was really good, and it followed Val and Dom. Essentially, when they meet at the airport, um, everything goes to shit. Basically, it's very spicy, dark romance. He was very overbearing, and I loved it. And then Hans, a 4 star. I rate this book so good. It follows Hans and Cassie. This book was really dark, and Hans was a stalker. He has a full room in his house with cameras that cover every single inch of Cassie's house. He's very protective, and I loved it. I read the Lakes Hockey series by Sloane St. James. Oh my god, these books are amazing. I have them in paperback down the bottom. Oh, my toe. Yeah, I have them in paperback down the bottom. I really, really, really enjoyed them. They're very, very dark, like very, very, very dark. But I would really recommend them if you like dark romance. I read these books back in 2024, so I wanted to do a reread. So the first book is Before We Came, and I rated this 5 stars. And this book follows Birdie and Lonan. I fucking love this book. It was so good. Birdie, basically at the beginning, Birdie finds out that she was unknowingly kidnapped by when she was a child, and it was in the dark about it until she was in her late 20s when her mum passed away. When she finds out, she reconnects with her family, and in turn reconnects with her childhood best friend Lonan, who never got over her, basically. The men in this series are so unhinged. I loved it. Lonan is a hockey player, so it's dark hockey romance. Too good. The next book in the series is Strong and Wild, and it follows Mickey and Reese. This book was really, really, really good. Mickey is basically a cam girl. She films herself baking, half naked. I'm low-key obsessed with that, not gonna lie. She's also a bartender. While she's saving up money to open her own business. Reese is her neighbor, and unknowingly to Mickey, her top subscriber. I'm sorry. In order to protect himself, he's not very nice to her at all. He's kind of a dick, to be honest. But this book was really, really, really good. And you find out about that he watches her bake basically pretty early on. So it's not like she's in the dark for very, very long, which I really appreciated because I would have been absolutely raging and it wouldn't have been as good a story if he kept it going for ages. Like he really groveled and I loved that. Like he proper groveled. I loved it. The storyline as well, it was really, really, really good. The dynamic between the two of them is insane. Again, dark romance and he plays hockey. The book in the series is In the Game and it follows Riley and Barrett. Oh my god, this part is going to contain spoilers, right? But insane. Riley, if you don't want to know any spoilers whatsoever, I don't know if this is in the back of the book. No spoilers, skip this time and I will tell you. Basically they met a few years prior where Riley was a puck bunny, and Barrett was a hockey player, and they had an explosive night, but they never exchanged numbers or anything. Barrett kept looking for Riley, however, at the time, Riley finds out that she is expecting a baby. She texts Barrett and on social media, and unbeknownst to her and to Barrett, that it was his like PR person that answered and basically just told Riley to fuck off essentially, and that he's not interested, pretending to be Barrett. So Riley was raging. She did not want to contact him, didn't want anything for him to do with the baby, like nothing at all. And then a few years later, he finds out that he has a child with Riley. This book was really good. I really enjoyed it. It did give me, some tears. It was really sad. Yeah, I really recommend this book. It was spicy, again, dark, hockey. You know the shit. And then the last book in the series
This
is
next
Fan
part
and
contains
Defend.
spoilers, I'm
This
sorry.
follows Jordana and Camden. Camden is a hockey player, and Jordana works in an office with her fiance, her abusive fiance. And as the story unfolds, Camden basically goes to the bachelorette party and finds Jordana's fiance balls deep in another woman. Yep. So, what does Jordan do? What does Camden do? He moves her out and into his place. Hello. So good. Genuinely. The Lakes Hockey, I rated all 5 stars. And then this month I also read The Bourbon Boys. I've been wanting to read this for a while. It's like semi-dark country. It's more like unhinged rather than dark, to be honest. I really enjoyed it. So it follows the Fox brothers, and basically they own a bourbon distillery. Sorry. So the first one is Bourbon and Lies, and it follows Lainey and Grant. This book keeps you in the dark until like halfway through when we know why Lainey ended up in witness protection. Grant is a grumpy cowboy and doesn't want to fall in love with her after he was hurt in the past. And this book was so good. I loved the banter, I loved the spice, the dynamics. It was all very, very cute. And then I also read Bourbon and Secrets, which, by the way, all these books were 5 stars. It follows Faye and Lincoln. Faye is basically an erotic dancer, and she's also an undercover FBI agent. She had to escape from her house, which is next to the Fox Brothers distillery, years and years ago, and now she's coming back to help her sister. Lincoln is still hurt over his ex, and it took a lot for him to open up to Faye. It was a really good book. It was really spicy. The tension was there. Yes. Bourbon and Proof. This book was too good. Too good. Followed Hadley and Ace, and it's a marriage of convenience, and they have both been obsessed with each other for years. For years. The dynamic, the yearning, the pleas. Yes. And then I also read The Edens. I don't know if I like it. Devney Perry. I like her writing, however, all her books are the fucking same, and it irritates the life out of me. Am I going to read some more next month? Yes, I am. Book 1 was Indigo Ridge. This book was good. It follows Winslow and Griffin. Winslow is the new sheriff chief of police in town, and hasn't been to Quincy in a long time. And the first night she's there, she meets Griffin at the bar. They hit it off, do some stuff. Unknowingly to Griffin, um, she's the new chief of police. Griffin is the oldest sibling in Eden's family, which is the founding family of Quincy. This book was good. It was a suspense romance, had twists, had turns. I really rated it. And then the next book in the series is Juniper Hill. This is my favorite book. It follows Knox and Memphis, and basically Memphis is on the run. Memphis is from New York. She left due to something that happened in New York and with her family. She takes her son Drake and moves to Quincy because she's seen it online and thought it looked cute. So she moves and becomes a cleaner for Knox's sister Eloise. Um, Working in the hotel, and Knox takes to her instantly, and also her son Drake. That's just so cute. Um, the relationship between Knox and Drake was also so cute. I loved it. Next book in the series is Garnet Flats. I rated this one 3.5 stars. I didn't really enjoy it, to be honest with you. This book was okay. It followed Forrester and Talia. In fact, you know what? The next book in the series is Garrett Flats, and I rate this 3.5 based off the fact that I fucking hate Forrester. I hate him. I hate him so much. He basically gets with Talia's best friend and they get married. Way back when. I do not give a fuck about your reasoning. I do not like you. Cannot stand you. You don't deserve her. Fuck off. Fuck you. Fuck this. Fuck this. I hate this book. He did not grovel. He comes back from wherever the fuck he's been and expects her to just open her arms and forgive him. Fuck no. Fuck no. And she fucking did it. She did it. Ugh. Oh my god, and he barely had to grovel. He didn't even work for it. Are you joking me? Nah. Pff. In fact, you know what? 2 stars. I'm not even getting a 3.5. 2. The fuck? I'm angry all over again. Jasper Vale, it follows Jasper and Eloise. Not gonna lie, I don't remember anything about this book. 3.5 stars. And then the next book in the series is Crimson River. I really enjoyed this book. I enjoyed it a lot. It follows Layla and Vance. Something happens, Layla gets hurt, Vance comes to town to investigate, finds Layla, you know. Relationships blossom, I won't say anything else. And then Sable Peak, this book is so good. It follows Mateo, and I'm not naming the FMC. I'm saying nothing else. But it was a really good book. I rated this one 5 stars as well. And then I read the Masked Men series, and I rated Hold Your Breath and Run for His 2 stars. They're the only ones I read. No. And then I also read Man, Mail Order Bride. Trouble for the Night Man, Marrying the Night Man, Claiming the Night Man, Care by the Night Man, Made by the Night Man, Farewell by the Night Man, Promise the Night Man, Set it, Distance for the Night Man, Wrong with the Night Man. No. 2 stars. I hate them all. But yeah. So that was my August wrap up. I really hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week for another video. Bye, y'all. I keep doing my pink dash, Chevrolet.